Hello and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal, where last time Sei was promoted to the one in charge of the Phantom Thieves investigation. Yay! My favorite! So she's gonna screw us over, and it seems like we're almost ready to catch up with the present day timeline, because the beginning of the game opened up with us infiltrating some wacky place. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll see it soon. Point being, they said that the next chapter we're going to start is going to showcase our most recent endeavor, which would imply the most recent endeavor is what led to the Joker being captured in the first place, which would mean it would be the prologue. So it looks like we're finally going to get to catch up with the prologue. I don't know how long it's going to take to do that, but we're going to give it a shot. So let's just go to sleep. I don't know how far away we are from the next palace. I imagine not that far out, because it seems like there's always a point when you start barreling down a more narrow pathway, and the story starts getting more and more intense, that you start to quickly realize that, oh, we're about to start the palace run again, are we? Got it. Anyway, let's see what happens next.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival.
Still say that this should not be at the top of your priorities list right now.
I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real?
It's been 1 minute.
Draw danger to us or whatever?
1 minute, Ryuji. It's been a whole 1 minute since we began, and you've already gone down the road of, for real?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
You're sure about this? No! Let's go!
I'm not, but we have to do this.
Basically what I just said.
Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Boy, do I have some bad news for you, my dude. Cause let me let you in a little secret as to how exactly Okumura came to meet his violent end in the first place.
Hold on. How are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info. For real?
Twice?
Could you send that my way, please?
Twice in 3 minutes. Are we sure about that?
I'll contact him right away.
Yeah, see if you can get a response out of
I'm
him.
not big on the Sakechi deal.
Cause he's completely ghosted me recently, and I'm the one who actually needs to talk to him so I can get the damn royal content unlocked, which is
Now's no time to be petty.
growing increasingly unlikely given the lack of presence Akechi has had in my life recently.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I approve of this advice.
I have a response already.
Oh, lovely.
He says, let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto.
Oh, that was the day. Oh, I guess that was the day's activities done. Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Not me, but it's whatever. Alright, who's up next? No, do not want your speeches. That was a short day. I thought the day would last a bit longer than that. I feel a strange weight pressing down on my body. Maybe I'm just feeling the stress of daily life. Okay. Thanks for that little anecdote. Yeah, usually the day, usually if a day is taken up by a story event, it lasts longer than that. Hello? Have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? No, I'm never okay. What are you talking about?
No.
Never mind, it's nothing. That reminds me, tomorrow's the school festival, isn't it? Is your class finished with preparations? It feels kind of nice working with everyone to put all the things together. I hope that we all have a fun time tomorrow. I'm sure nothing will go wrong at all, and it will all go over swimmingly. I'm going to do some training today, so please excuse me. Is there ever a day where you don't do training? Like, I'm getting genuinely concerned for her health, mentally and physically, if she's just going to keep training constantly. And here's the wondrous input of the students that no one cares about. Like, I guess I could have read their names. I have been getting a kick out of actually reading the names. And oh, my favorite. I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true now that we've got so many years behind us. Sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. That kind of stuff happens to you guys too, right? But there's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name too.
How about
Alright? From a psychological standpoint, what's a key reason our memories can differ from reality? Well, forgetfulness is a reason, but from a psychological standpoint, me just saying, well, because people are forgetful sometimes, that's not gonna go over well. So, I guess this one.
this is it? Right.
That's right. Impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply aren't true. Hey, did you get that question? I wasn't even close. Maybe I should ask if I can borrow his notes.
Nice going.
Yeah, there's been times in the past where people I know recount stories that happened, and I just sit there like, no, that literally did not happen. None of that ever happened ever. But it's frustrating dealing with that. Ugh. You must be really smart. Yeah. What? People are perpetually surprised, despite me having max rank in knowledge and having had this for a long time now. The difference between inaccurate memories and the facts can lead to a lot of confusion. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. False memories, huh? But it's totally real to the person, right? What a strange concept. Alright then. Who's up next? Oh, our grades are out. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. Hey, look at that. They didn't even try this time. These ones are just male and female student. Usually they're list a little more creative with the wacky names they give the NPCs. Hey, look at that. Look who got the top score. Wonder what score I got. I'm at the top of the class. That's amazing. Everyone's gonna have their eyes on you now. Well, when there's only like 6 questions, a most studious disguise. What's this trophy for? Score the highest on your exams. Have I not been getting the other ones? I feel like I've answered all the other questions correctly, though, haven't I? I mean, I don't know. I haven't exactly checked, but I was fairly certain I've been answering the other ones correctly prior to this point, but what do I know, I guess. Also, when there's only 6 questions, it's kind of easy to be top of the class. Phone. The phone is ringing. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi declines our offer, we won't have a guest. Huh? That's what you're worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it'll be fine. I just need to get Akechi to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to anyways? Oh, if only you knew. He hasn't done anything since he said he was going to go into hiding. I'm not sure. I'll try to explain the circumstances surrounding the festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front. Yeah, this is just a recipe for disaster. Oh, would you look who it is? Welcome home. God damn it. Akechi, you're not my honey. You shot a man and killed him violently. Now, granted, that man was a terrible, terrible person, but thanks to you, we are in a shitload of trouble. So, thanks, Akechi, you pile of human garbage. Why are you here?
Why, you ask? I just came to enjoy some delicious coffee.
Could have done that in a million other places. Why'd you come to this specific restaurant?
How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
Modern politics.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
I said, reading off my teleprompter that someone else wrote for me.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation.
Oh my god.
We must resolve this problem. And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out. I'm not worried or anything. You're just blocking the store entrance.
Didn't you just get done complaining about how there's no you're not getting any business right now? Also, I'm pretty sure I've stepped a considerable amount of steps away from the door if I'm in front of the chairs at the counter.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma.
Who are you talking to? Nobody's listening to you. You're by yourself at your own table. No one cares.
It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth.
Who are you talking to?
What do you think, boss?
Okay, there's my answer.
Wasn't listening.
Yeah, exactly. No one was listening to you.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature. It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level.
You killed Okumura.
If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
We are not so different, you and I.
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations.
Crazy, because I cannot say the same for you.
Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy. Wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Goodbye. Do you think he was able to walk around me? Because Tajiro was complaining about how I was blocking the store entrance. Do you think he was able to get around me? Ooh, must have been a tough one. You know what, let me just test this after we're done with this conversation. I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi. He accepted the lecture invitation. Well done. Thank you, the first step is done at least. Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes? You're coming to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your studying going? Decently. Incidentally, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Oh, Dr. Maruki? Probably. I see. Finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Skills in massive quotation marks. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if he'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You want to come too, Futaba? Come on, it'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. That sounds good. At a time like this is the perfect we're already seen together all the time anyway. It's not going to make a difference. The perfect chance for us to relax, though. Are you sure you're okay? It seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I've always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. Suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there, too. Thanks, Haru. It's my pleasure. So let's test this. So I was standing in front of this chair. Yeah, this is not blocking the entrance. The entrance is all the way over here. Plenty of room to walk around over here. Plenty of room to walk around me. But yeah, I was blocking the entrance. Thanks, Sujiro. Thank you. How'd the exams go? Perfect.
Oh,
I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Then maybe you didn't need this. Oh well, take it. I got a long charm, I suppose. Let's look at the finals. Okay, cool. Who's up? Does Akechi want to? Nope, Akechi. Update. Akechi still does not want to... He's reappeared back into the story, but he still does not want to spend time with me, which makes me the big sad, because it's kind of... My ability to get that royal content is kind of predicated on him being available to talk to and hang out with. I had a dream where I was just falling with style. I feel like I've gained some guts from this. Yeah, well, falling with style will do that to you. Alright then. What's up next? Well, we're still... The approval is still going down, but not as drastically as it was previously.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Well, let's have okay. Maybe don't use the beach as a reference for what to do. Do I need to remind you of what all went down that day at the beach?
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me. You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
Okay, inversely, if you appear on edge all the time, then that might also draw... You're more likely to draw suspicion if you appear on edge and on alert than if you're just relaxing, having a good time. If your goal is to blend in and be like a normal student, relaxing is the idea here.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
What?
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home.
Okay, if you just wanted to sit around and mope the whole time, then you should have just stayed at home. If you aren't here to participate in festival activities, then what are you doing here?
May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet the...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Do you have anything?
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching
Do you have any food?
another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice.
Then why do you have menus? You're a refreshment stand. What is the point of a refreshment stand with no refreshments?
We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
It is the whole point is to sell food!
Oh, I can see that.
Ryuji, you're making a scene.
I'm sorry, I sat down at a table, I was handed a menu, and was told, order what you want, and then the waiter came over to me and I said what I wanted, with 3 different attempts, and I was told all 3 things are out of stock. How would you react?
Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
Why did we come here again?
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens. You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation? Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Because they reheated it in about 30 seconds in the microwave. Get it? Because they were rushing to get it done. It's funny. Okay, fine.
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
One of these things is not like the others.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Just eat already, please.
Are you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
Just eat. You know what? I'll take it. Fine. What do I care?
Ooh, impressive as always.
It's food. Just take it.
Oh, everyone's all here.
And speak of the devil, look who decided to show up.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
No way. They recognized me, the person who's been on TV constantly over the past few months talking about the Phantom Thieves, and now the Phantom Thieves are like the center of attention. People recognize me? Really? Never would have guessed it.
That's because you were sloppy. I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people.
And instead you found a whole table full of them.
I'm going to have one of these.
You...
The special one.
Let's just call this my performance fee.
You... You're just a dick. Could you imagine doing this? Imagine walking up to your like, let's imagine you walk up to a bunch of, well, actually, I was gonna say friends, not even friends. Imagine walking up to a stranger at a restaurant and just taking something off their food, off their plate of food. That's literally a joke in Seinfeld in season 2. There's literally a joke where they send Elaine to go pick something up off a stranger's plate. And she doesn't do it because she chickens out, but that's the joke. You don't do.
It's fine. It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he's the guy in the mask, so he obviously knows who we are.
All of it okay? Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
That was not as impressive of a school festival as I thought it was going to be.
Seriously? I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
All you did was walk into a room and eat some spicy food. Well, I guess Akechi's the one who ate the food, but you know what I mean. You walked into a room, you ate some food after 10 minutes of deliberation over which food was actually in stock, and then you went home.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be? Oh?
Yusuke's missing. Well, boo-hoo. Quick, go to school before he notices. Quick, go. Maybe he won't notice that we left him behind. Where do you want to go off to? Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls?
Let's head back.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's just talk. Let's head home. Yeah, no, we'll be fine. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go home. Pretend.
Yes.
Oh yes. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I am a student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. I wish to speak with you as well. Ryu. Oh, Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san.
Quite.
I'm flattered that you're taking an interest in me. You heard about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Okay, maybe Yusuke, take a few thousand steps back, please. Correct. Teach me how to unshackle the human heart and a glimpse into its endless abyss. Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect that there is a large misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really... Yeah, why would you ever think he would let you spy in on someone else's counseling session? What? Yusuke, how about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? You want Yusuke to be a counselor? Really? So, welcome to Yusuke's counseling session. My first advice is if you see someone who you like and you want to try to pursue a relationship with them, I advise that you stalk them in the subway. That's a Yusuke pro tip right here. That comes from the heart. Of course, there's no charge. All you have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Alright, well, you should go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. I see, so you were Madarame-san's. It's in the past. How curious, I'd never imagined counseling to be like this. Soul draining? Me either. I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves, so I can use the information against them later. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. It's rather similar to the internal cross-examination that I perform when working on my art. Spoken from the voice actor of Nayuta Sadmati. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
I see.
However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choice for themselves? Now you're getting it, Yusuke. Now you're catching on. Yeah, you know what? He's actually picking up the pieces of what's going on here. Points to you. In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Yes.
Before you go, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Right now, it's to get away from you. Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who would take me in and guide my brush with care. That's kind of sweet, actually. At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday. Yeah, so if you're looking for a Yusuke update, I still don't really like him. I feel no desire to actually spend time with him outside of when the game forces me to. But, you know, he's gotten slightly less insufferable since we first met him. Slightly. Like, he's still not winning me over, and I would never actively spend time with him, but, you know, at least he's kind of learned from his mistakes, somewhat. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there? Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yes. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is this unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi's panel, after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We'll have to stay calm no matter what he says. I'll keep that in mind. So we'll get to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure that we don't miss anything. See how this goes. And who's photo from today, I assume. Photo time. This is when we were at the food stand. If that's what you call a food stand. Man, even yakisoba looks high class when Howard's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand, though. It was more delicious than I imagined. It wasn't the instant stuff, but it's still good. I don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us on? You got pictures of us too, right? How about the one where you took of Trevor's yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh! No, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. Duly noted. Alright, well, let's get some rest and see what tomorrow is in store for us. I can't wait to see what magical fun time happiness will unfold. As our approval rating drops by approximately 1% per day.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
She said through gritted teeth.
Considering how many people have gathered, I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
Isn't he such a down-to-earth, humble, reasonable person? He's like, how do you do, fellow kids? Ah, what a funny guy.
It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
Ah, I could write the laugh track myself.
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying.
I'm sorry, if your goal is to not stand out, then why are you standing on the sidelines completely divorced from the crowd where you are most easily distinguished from all of them?
But if it's the truth,
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem.
Makoto, are you sure you want to do this? Shouldn't you know by this? Okay, wait a minute. So given what you know about him, given the fact that he basically called you all out directly previously, when he's like, hey look, all of you, assemble together, how much you represent, you seem to perfectly match the identity of the Phantom Thieves. All gathered together, how interesting. And the fact that he said yesterday that, or earlier in this video, but yesterday in the game, that, hey look, everyone's all here. Does that not raise any red flags for you?
However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
the truth. What's he planning on saying?
It's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well.
I don't know that I'd be pressuring him into revealing the truth when you know that he basically knows.
I'd like to ask you then.
Why would you ask this?
Are Akechi-san.
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
He's just so goddamn funny, isn't he?
Is there a room I may use?
Comedic genius.
There's the PE faculty office.
Oh, my favorite room. That's the best
I
room.
want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss.
Yeah, don't do that, no.
Yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Like, he obviously knows. Why would you tempt fate like this?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
That's gotta be shopped.
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes? As I just said, I know everything. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now.
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. No matter what you say, my belief won't change.
Always a great position to have.
In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone.
I
Haru.
believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
Oh, you saw someone, did you?
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
Oh, come on.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him.
Who's buying this? It's obviously him. Like, it's so blatantly obviously him.
I can't die here. I need to determine the
Oh, come, yeah, share with me your drama queen story. Oh, I was staring down the barrel of a gun. I came so close. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. He waved it over my head. But I said my conviction was stronger than ever. And I said to myself, I can't die here, for I still need to determine the truth. The world needs me. Oh, shut the hell up, you absolute drama queen liar piece of psychological shit.
When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear it just talked.
Yeah, so, if at this point you don't realize that he's lying to you, I question why. Because he obviously can hear him talk. We know he can hear him talk for a while ago. Because he heard Morgana say the thing about that word I won't say for fear of triggering something in the comments. Because apparently there's a word that gets memed to death in this goddamn community. When he overheard Morgana talking about that, Morgana's the one who said it, not any of us. So he would have had to hear him talking. None of you, why,
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable.
Don't give him more information, he's obviously lying to you!
But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to
If
change
you
people's
tell him
lives?
anything else, you are the biggest idiot on the
I
planet.
experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse.
Oh.
We call them palaces. To steal the core of their desires. Their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Why is everyone so stupid?
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
And that's why I told that MO to the person who's helping the investigation and has a very public presence on TV. Great!
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders.
Yeah, it's you.
However, the police have decided that
A killer is you.
they'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal.
Oh, piss
I'll be
off.
able to save you from this situation.
Oh, kindly go fuck yourself.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
And I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case.
Like, okay. So, Akechi is so obviously lying to you people. He's obviously been spying on you for a long time now, because the only reason he is even cognizant of this at all is because he was able to hear Morgana say the thing about that word that shall not be spoken back when we first went to his field trip press conference thing. So he's obviously the one he's the one roaming around the metaverse in a black mask. But so I don't know why you're trusting him. But let's assume, okay, I just, even if you assume that he's telling the truth right now, and that he hasn't been stalking you from the beginning, why would you voluntarily give him up any information?
I want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, It's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment.
At the moment? You mean like in general?
If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
Obviously she would do that. She has no principles whatsoever.
They're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
I don't trust you. Why would I trust you?
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions.
Oh, for crap.
That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
Well, since I know that Persona 5 Strikers is a game that exists, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that does not happen.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons.
I look forward to never seeing you again after I finish your Confidant ranking.
We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here?
I think that'd be in everyone's best
The
interests.
reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel. My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it!
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this. But I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation. But I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Ay.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
I'm growing increasingly annoyed by just how stupid people are in this game.
Festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Great.
Huh?
Oh, okay, hello.
Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party? Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can.
It's funny, you don't sound like the same Kasumi who earlier today, or like earlier, was just like, I must spend all my time training, or else I won't be the best athlete like no one ever was. I mean, it's good that you've backed off that mindset because it'll be healthier for you overall. But I'm surprised you turned around this quickly. I mean, it'll be nice to spend an evening with someone who isn't completely rotten to the core in their brain.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai.
And now, it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special.
The what now?
But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all.
Oh, what would that surprise be?
Members of the dance club, come on down.
The what now? Why? Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Whoop-de-doo. It's a wiggly dance party.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing.
I think proportionally right now it seems like more people are standing around than there are people dancing.
Senpai, let's do it.
It's showtime. Let's bust a move. That's not busting a move. This is the opposite of busting a move. Whatever you're doing right now is not what I said we should do. Okay. Hey, is Morgana still in that bag? I hope not. Because if he is, then oh boy. Are you gonna play a slow dance? Or a slow song? No, you're not. Okay, I thought you... Oh.
You're Yoshizawa-san, right?
Oh, this can only end well.
We've got a little favor to ask you.
Nope, I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something.
I'm not sure it's possible for me to express how little I trust whatever the hell I just asked you to do.
Wait here and watch what happens.
Do I even want to know? Oh, dear God. Okay, bye. See you later. Oh, he was still in the bag. So you have a splitting headache now then, because I just rattled you around in my bag while I fiddled around like an idiot.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
She can dance. She can dance well. How did that happen?
That's crazy.
You don't say. Didn't you spend your whole life shut indoors? Oh, no, sorry, not shut indoors. Sorry, it's not what I meant. Didn't you spend your whole life training to be a better gymnast? When did you, like, obviously your body would be flexible and adept enough to where it wouldn't be much of a stretch for you to be able to be skilled and adept at dancing. But it still takes considerable skill and training to get this goddamn good at it. And to my understanding, you spend all your free time, and your not free time, dedicating yourself to being a better gymnast. Oh, this is a bad, are you at, oh no. Okay, I thought she was stretching out her arm for him to join her. Okay, so I don't know how she got that good at that, but all right. At the party, okay, I thought they were gonna ask her to do something a lot worse than just dance. I didn't know that the request was just gonna be, "Hey, dance." Okay.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast. I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
I think I might have danced Morgana's brain out.
dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away.
I'd like to introduce you to the best characters, impressed male student and stunned female student.
It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going. Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you.
You did all the dancing. I just stood there like an idiot.
See you soon.
Jim's quieted down so the dance is over. I ought to head home. Oh boy. Would you like to go together? I think we didn't it just end? We just left the dance. We just left the damn thing. Are you still at school? I wonder what we should do about the deal he offered. Why? You want to go? Why does Hey, here's the thought. Why don't we all go together? Why don't we text in the group chat we have and say like, hey, we're all friends. Why don't we hang out together? You know, as friends. That sounds like a cool idea. But I guess not. Okay, well, let's just do this then. Glad to hear it'll be nice. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. If they're already planning to all go to the post-festival party, then we're gonna see them there anyway, right? So why don't we just meet up together? Why? Oh, yeah, I like this constant back and forth we're doing. If we're in the gym, then we leave, then we go back to the gym for the post-festival party, then we leave, and then we go back a third time for the post-festival party. The post-festival party 2, Electric Boogaloo.
My apologies for being so distracted. I can't stop thinking about Akechi-kun. Are we really no match for him? Thank you.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special. Round of applause, everyone.
This event is never very popular. The older teachers seem to enjoy it for some reason, though.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone?
Oh my god.
I'll just have to pick someone then.
That's a great idea. Let's force audience participation. Let's force someone in the audience to say things. That always ends well.
Oh, he's choosing from the crowd? The MC this year is actually somewhat capable.
Ooh, is that our lovely student council president over there?
Huh?
Come on up here, Miss Prez.
Do I have to go?
No, you don't. I'll never forget you. You know, where's the option that says no, you don't have to go? You are by no means obligated to.
That's not really the proper use for that phrase.
Everybody's waiting for you, Miss President.
Just say no. Just don't go.
Here she is, everyone's favorite student council president, Makoto Nijima-san.
Hello.
Yeah,
With the Kamoshida scandal, Principal Kobayakawa's passing, and even that Hawaii trip, I'd be surprised if you've had any time to study for your entrance exams.
you are very lighthearted. Let me read that again. Man, with all this crazy stuff going on about Kamoshida and our principal dying low, you see how crazy that was? Man, it's totally a shocker you got any time to study for those exams. That's how he just sounded. Like, what? You're talking about someone, like a teacher slash coach who was physically, mentally, and sexually abusive to people, and your principal who died. Like, was killed by someone driving the truck that barreled into him. And you're like, oh wow, what a wacky, zany period of time we've all been through. Like, what?
Now then, on with the show. What would you like to share with us today, Miss President? Miss President?
I don't really have anything to say. Sorry.
Here, I'll give you a question.
What'd you expect to happen? You called up someone random out of the blue. Of course they don't have anything to say. You called someone up randomly that didn't want to be here in the first place.
You think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Oh, for God's sake.
Man, he's going in for the kill. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. Some people theorize that they go to our very school. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Miss President?
What do I think?
If I change the subject, that's gonna be even more... Whatever she says will be inherently less suspicious than me jumping out of the crowd being like, "Hey everybody, let's talk about the weather! How about that?" That's gonna look a lot more suspicious than if she just says whatever she's gonna say. Why? Why is everyone in this world so stupid? This is just gonna make things worse. Why? Why do I... This isn't gonna... Why would this work? Which one do I land on? I choose you. What'd I say? I don't know which one I said.
Ooh, what a question. I'd love to hear the answer too.
Really? You can't... What?
I think it was him. So, Miss President, what's your relation to this guy?
Relation?
I'm sorry. You care more about the romantic relationship status of the student council president than you do her input on the Phantom Thieves, which is the talk of the town right now? You were that easily distracted. Like, oh, look, sparkly thing.
She's red as a beet.
Why would you do this?
Rare glimpse into the girly side of our stunning Miss President.
What? Okay. Imagine doing this to a friend. Or let alone, because reminder, we're in a relationship with her right now. Imagine doing this to a friend or your significant other. Imagine they get called up on stage and they're clearly freaking out. Like, okay. If you want to ask a question to try to help them out, like to try to get them to change the subject, you can do that. I still think that's going to be really suspicious. Because it's be like, hey, tell me about the Phantom Thieves. Tell me everything you know about the Phantom Thieves, Makoto. And then you're just like, hey, what's your thoughts on hot dogs? That's gonna be really suspicious. But if you choose to do that, don't say, do you have a boyfriend? Or, hey, you're cute. Or, oh, I've always loved you. That's just gonna embarrass the shit out of her. What is this scene? What?
Just when it was getting interesting. MC, do your job.
Okay, can we pretend that never happened?
I made a fool of myself.
No, I made a fool of you because I was given shit dialogue options.
Post-festival party has never felt that long before.
I mean, if we're being totally fair, I don't think you should have gone up on the stage in the first place. If you didn't want to go, you should have just said, I don't want to go, and that would have been the end of it. But once you were up there, that was not your fault at all.
By the way, I'm surprised you were able to say what you did back there. Huh?
I don't think that what I did helped her.
I was at a complete loss for words.
Yeah, and then I put you at another complete loss for words.
It really helped me. Thank you.
Duh.
This may be a little rude to say, but you were surprisingly reliable in a pinch.
Would the conversation have not just been redirected back onto the Phantom Thieves after the whole relationship thing was over anyway? Like, I can't imagine that worked for very long.
My sister always says if I get married, my husband should be someone dependable like that.
Oh, wow. Hey, if you ever get married, make sure it's someone who can take care of you, because everyone knows you're useless, am I right? Like, really? Like, I get Sei thinks her sister is completely incompetent. She's made that crystal clear. But, Jesus.
Oh, forget what I just said.
Don't... Just... Yeah, embarrass her more, why don't you?
My final post-festival party has turned out to be quite the unforgettable one.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, right. Here.
What? Okay, I got the Makoto donuts, my favorite brand of donut.
You'd accept
I can't wait to eat it. It's probably poisoned.
I hope you enjoy it.
Maybe say it in a less creepy tone next time.
I hope you enjoy the special donut I prepared for you.
Wait, what?
Let's go home.
Well, that was a day. That sure was a day. Okay, everyone's so stupid.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Oh man. And now we interrupt this program to bring you depressed Sojiro coping with the news that Futaba is of the Phantom Thieves.
Sojiro?
I was cleaning up.
Take that!
And found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Why is everyone so stupid? Yeah, let's keep the calling card so someone can easily find the evidence and incriminate me. I'm big brain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
Oh? I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of My heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down.
Okay, this is the part where you go over there and you hug her.
At least listen to what you have to say.
Or we can do this.
Saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. But still. When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these phantom thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the phantom thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking. That one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you?
Well, I wasn't planning on having this conversation with you, but thanks to Futaba's galaxy brain choices, yes, I did now.
You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say? So, can I assume that you admit to it? You know what people call them? Criminals.
1, that's not what I said at all. 2, cool, people can call us whatever they want, they're still wrong.
Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
Okay, you do realize that if we didn't do what we did, she would have been a shut-in forever and would never have overcome her mother's trauma, or are you incapable of comprehending that?
That's not true! I asked them. That's why he saved me. He stole my heart.
Oh my god, and now the cup of white. No one can keep their damn mouth shut.
Asked? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves. He's actually one of them?
Why is everyone so stupid?
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
A minute ago, you said that I admitted to my connections with the Phantom Thieves despite me saying nothing about it. And now you're like, oh, but you're lying, right?
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief?
Oh my god.
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
She was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal. Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see.
Gotta be honest, my ability to empathize with this right now is severely hampered by the fact that I just cannot get over how goddamn brain dead these people are.
Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on.
Let me put a crown on myself and then walk away.
All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
I got the last word because I said so, lol.
If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation.
I ran away from the conversation, but I got the last word, so I win, haha.
Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
I'm tired.
How do you think I feel? Okay, that seems like a good Oh, we're still going! He knows everything, you gotta be kidding. Are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if he was not okay. I had a feeling that boss is no ordinary man, but he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaga's mother? She was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? Would make sense. If you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? It's not impossible. Getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Okay, is that the end? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I am about done dealing with people in this game for the time being. Everyone is just... From the moment that the conference started with Akechi onward, people are just so dumb. Volunteering information that they damn well shouldn't. And also believing Akechi's lies when we know he's, like, I'm sorry, we know he's the one running around in the mask. It's obviously him. Now, to be clarified, I don't think it's actually him that's, I don't think he's the evil mastermind. I'm guessing it's probably going to be that guy from the beginning of the game. I don't know his name. Is it Shido, I think? I think it's Shido. I think it's because, the game wouldn't have gone out of its way to make sure you know who that person is and shine as much light attention to him as it has and keep mentioning, like, I've heard this voice before. He wasn't going to end up being a major player later. So I'm guessing what it's going to be is probably, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's probably going to be Shido, who's the big bad behind all this, because Okumura mentioned he wanted to get into the world of politics, and obviously, because Shido is also entering the world of politics, so it would make sense for him to want to dispense with Okumura so that he wouldn't have to deal with him as he enters his world of politics. So he's probably the one to mastermind the whole thing, and then is just using Akechi as a tool to get the job done. So I don't think Akechi's actually responsible for, like, the big bad, but he's still the one, I can guarantee you he's still the one who actually shot Okumura in the metaverse, so... That's whatever. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Persona 5 Royal. Goodbye.
Thank you.